Renegade Immortal Episode 165. In the previous episode, Wang Lin faced the ultimate trial of Ascendant Cultivation, where his life and death domain fused with celestial spiritual energy in a burning process that could have incinerated him entirely. For 10 long years, he endured this intense refinement in a motionless state, while the world outside changed and Sky Demon City rebuilt itself. During this time, his origin soul cocoon slowly transformed, as his origin energy condensed and finally began crystallizing. The celestial flames almost turned real and threatened to destroy him. But the intervention of Zhou's Ascendant Crystal stabilized the process. At the end of the previous episode, after absorbing the energy from Zhou's gift, Wang Lin's Ascendant Crystal fully formed. His origin soul emerged from the cocoon, and he finally opened his eyes for the first time in 10 years. Achieving the long-sought Ascendant stage and becoming a powerhouse beyond imagination. What will happen next? Stay tuned. And the story continues. At this moment in the Black Tower located in the ancient battleground, two ghostly lights suddenly lit up inside the helmet on the top floor of the tower. Within that armor, a deep, echoing voice whispered to itself. He has just reached the Ascendant stage. His origin energy has not yet fully fused with his body. It will take him 49 days to complete this process, and this window is what I have waited 10 years for. As the ghostly light flickered, the ancient battleground outside began to tremble. A rumbling sound, like thunder tearing through the heavens, echoed from above. Suddenly, a massive black vortex formed in the sky. It was vast beyond measure, and as it spun, it seemed capable of swallowing the heavens and devouring the earth. Even the countless wandering souls within the battleground quivered in fear, their ethereal forms trembling before this terrible force. From the tower, the two ghostly lights glowed brighter. A powerful divine sense erupted from within, spreading rapidly over the entire ancient battleground. The soil began to move as if stirred by invisible hands. Then, from deep underground, countless black bones rose into the air. They gathered together, twisting and fusing until they formed a single massive arm of black bone. Hovering beneath the vortex, inside the armor, the ghostly light flickered again. I have not yet recovered much of my strength. I cannot afford to waste my remaining power. And besides, his current location is one I prefer not to visit. Then, one arm of the armor broke away. It burned with demonic flame, then shot out of the tower, flying directly toward the black bone arm. The two met beneath the vortex, and as the demonic armor attached itself to the withered limb, a surge of immense demonic energy spread outward. The skeletal arm transformed instantly, no longer a lifeless bone, but a vessel overflowing with terrifying spiritual power. Go, the voice commanded coldly, and bring back his origin energy. The arm trembled once, then shot up into the vortex and vanished from sight. Inside the tower, the ghostly voice continued, its tone full of greed and exhaustion. Only those who have reached the Ascendant stage possess origin energy. Yet I am too injured to extract it from cultivators who have already fused it with their bodies. Only those who have just broken through, only they are vulnerable. The ghostly light dimmed, then vanished completely. Far away, deep within a hidden celestial cave, Wang Lin slowly exhaled after 10 long years of secluded cultivation. His body cracked and popped as he stood, stretching for the first time in a decade. But the peace of the moment did not last. Suddenly, his expression changed. He looked up sharply. There, on the ceiling of the cave, a black vortex had appeared out of nowhere. This, Wang Lin's eyes narrowed. The timing was too perfect. He had only just broken through to the Ascendant stage, and this vortex appeared instantly afterward. His instincts screamed of danger. Without hesitation, he dashed toward the cave's exit. But as he moved, the vortex expanded at terrifying speed, growing until it filled the entire ceiling. Wang Lin's expression turned cold. He quickly pulled out a token from his bag of holding, channeled his energy, and activated the teleportation array that would take him out of the cave. His form began to blur and fade. But at that exact instant, a massive black bone arm covered in demonic armor shot out from the vortex. Slashing downward, the blow struck the fading outline of Wang Lin's body, shaking it violently. Then, just as suddenly, Wang Lin vanished completely. The black arm paused for a moment, as if frustrated, then withdrew back into the vortex. The vortex closed, leaving only silence behind. Moments later, space twisted in the skies above a barren plain within the fire demon country. Wang Lin stepped out, his face dark and grim. Reaching the ascendant stage should have been a moment of triumph. Yet now all he felt was unease. During his escape, the demonic arm's power had disrupted his teleportation, throwing him into an unknown location. As he spread out his divine sense, he realized he did not recognize this land at all. Then, without warning, a black dot appeared high above him. The dot spun rapidly, expanding faster and faster until once again, that same gigantic vortex filled the heavens. It had appeared silently, without so much as a ripple of spiritual fluctuation. Even Wang Lin's divine sense could not sense its approach in advance. Wang Lin's expression grew colder. This time, he did not retreat. Instead, he faced it head-on, wanting to gauge the true power of whatever lurked within. A moment later, the vortex stirred, and once more, the armored bone arm emerged. It reached out toward Wang Lin, not with blazing light or waves of energy, but almost casually, like an ordinary man extending his hand. But Wang Lin was no ordinary opponent. His right hand rose, and for the first time as an ascendant cultivator, he unleashed the finger of death. A black radiance shot forth, 10 times larger than before, filled with rippling waves of deadly energy. The beam collided with the arm, and instantly, the demonic armor released a tide of thick, tangible demonic energy. The black flames and shadowy mist formed a barrier, attempting to block Wang Lin's attack. Yet Wang Lin's finger of death was no longer the same as before. The death energy it contained had evolved alongside his cultivation. The demonic energy faltered under the overwhelming death aura, dissolving as though it were being devoured by the very essence of death itself. The collision happened in the blink of an eye. But then, an invisible force surged out from the vortex, a strange, gentle wind. It brushed against Wang Lin's body so softly that at first it seemed harmless. But the moment it touched him, Wang Lin's expression changed drastically. That wind was not mere air, it was a supernatural force that directly targeted his origin soul. His consciousness wavered, and before he could react, his newly formed origin soul began to drift from his body. Pulled by the unseen current, even his physical body trembled, his right hand lowering against his will. The gentle wind sought to separate his spirit from his flesh, to steal his soul away before it could fully stabilize. A wave of drowsiness washed over him, and darkness crept into his mind. But even in that moment, Wang Lin did not yield. His eyes flared open, cold and unyielding. He had defied heaven itself before. He had slaughtered gods, demons, and countless enemies who stood in his path. How could he surrender now? To a mere spell? From deep within his core, his killing intent erupted, vast, pure, and overwhelming. It merged with his heart of slaughter, forming a force of will so strong it shattered the illusion of weakness that threatened to consume him. With a low, guttural roar, his slaughter aura exploded outward. It surged through his entire body, burning away the influence of the demonic wind. His origin soul, already halfway out, was forcibly pulled back into his body, merging completely once more. His eyes glowed with crimson light as he stared coldly at the monstrous arm before him. "No matter who you are," he said in a low, deadly tone, "don't provoke me." Then, without wasting another breath, he stepped backward, activating multiple teleportation techniques in quick succession. His form flickered and vanished into the distance. In truth, what alarmed Wang Lin most was not the arm itself, but the demonic wrist guard attached to it. When his finger of death had clashed with it, he had glimpsed strange patterns and mysterious energy hidden within the armor, something far beyond ordinary demonic craftsmanship. Whoever had created it possessed terrifying power. He had only just ascended and still needed time for his origin soul to stabilize. He could not afford unnecessary battles, not yet. Back in the Black Tower, the ghostly light flickered once more as a soft laugh echoed in the darkness. "So he truly is a heaven-defying cultivator. To resist my heavenly demon wind with nothing but his heart of slaughter, fascinating." The stronger you are, the more I desire your origin energy. In this demon spirit land, those who follow the path of ancient demons cannot generate origin energy. Only cultivators who reach the ascendant stage can produce it, and for countless years, every one of them who achieved that realm had their origin energy devoured by me. You will be no exception. Wang Lin. Meanwhile, Wang Lin reappeared after his escape, landing in a desolate land devoid of life. The ground was cracked and barren, and the air was thick with decay. He frowned, scanning his surroundings, until his divine sense detected a faint fluctuation in the distance restrictions. He flew toward them swiftly. As he approached, he realized the formation was massive, consisting of over 1,000 interlinked barriers. Though the design was crude, its power was formidable. Even a demon general would struggle to force their way inside. Wang Lin examined the formation briefly. With his deep knowledge of restrictions, he quickly saw through its structure and purpose. It was well made but not sophisticated enough to interest him. He was about to leave when, once again, a black vortex opened above the sky. His expression darkened. "It's like a ghost haunting me." His killing intent rose again as he dove into the maze of restrictions. Moving through them with ease, his mastery of formations allowed him to slip past their defenses without triggering a single alarm. Beyond the barriers, the scene changed completely. Instead of a wasteland, he found himself standing upon cultivated land divided into countless neat plots. A strange, refreshing fragrance lingered in the air. Wang Lin paused, eyes narrowing. "Celestial ascension fruit," he murmured, his expression turning thoughtful. But before he could investigate further, the entire barrier began to shake violently. One after another, the restrictions collapsed, unable to withstand the force pushing through them. At this moment, the surrounding restrictions began to collapse as the black bone forced itself through the countless restrictions and reached in. In this episode, we saw Wang Lin finally break through to the ascendant stage after 10 years of cultivation. But his moment of triumph was interrupted when a dark force from the ancient battleground sent a demonic bone arm through a massive vortex to steal his origin energy. Wang Lin fought back with his powerful finger of death and the strength of his heart of slaughter, narrowly escaping the deadly heavenly demon wind. Yet the vortex kept chasing him, appearing again just as he discovered a hidden field of celestial ascension fruits. What happens next? Stay tuned for the next episode of Renegade Immortal. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more of Wang Lin's journey. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.